Hey everybody. So this is going to be a response to Ed Stevens. In response to a question I asked on Tristan Gabriel's channel. So I asked if he would want to do a live discussion with me, um, and his response was that I don't do debates, and uh, I want to clarify some stuff because he said some stuff there, but I want to clarify. I'm not challenging Ed Stevens. I'm not challenging you to a debate. I'm challenging you to a civil live discussion kind of format. So you would be allowed to ask whatever questions you want. I could ask whatever questions I want, something like that. And it could be, we could focus on whatever topic like we want to specifically focus on, right? I don't mind that. I would be fine with that, doing like multiple topics. That's fine, whatever. Um, but I do want to say though, I got accused. I think I got accused. I'm not sure if that was an accusation or not. So forgive me if it wasn't. But I got accused of being hostile, mocking, and scoffing or reviling full preterists. And I think he meant towards IBV full preterism, and he had to have meant that because I've never been any of that towards IBV full preterism. I think I've had a few spats with Rich Eckert, which, by the way, Rich, if you're watching this, uh, all is forgiven. We've had some spats, but like, is what it is. I'd still like to have a discussion with you too, Rich. I'd like to have a discussion with any IBV full preterist. It seems like no IBV full preterist is willing to sit down and have a discussion with somebody that might critique them a little bit, like put their foot to the fire a little bit, you know. Uh, but anyways, I have never, as far as I'm aware, I've never really been rude or hostile to IBV full preterism. I've had my critiques, obviously. I've even written a book, that critiques Ed Stevens, right? I'm not I'm not really mean to him in that though. I'm not hostile. I just critique it, right? Now I have been mean. I have been hostile. I have mocked a little bit with CBV full preterism, right? And usually that's because they're the ones mocking me back, right? So I do a little banter back. And Ed has never really seemed to have much of an issue with that, as far as I'm aware. And actually, a lot of times, if I go look at some, you know, private messages, it's like, oh, good job putting Dawn to the fire there. Um, so I don't know what's going on with that. I don't really know what that is. That felt like a little bit of a cop out to me, maybe, um, or some kind of excuse to not have a discussion with somebody. But he did seem to have an issue when I began critiquing more IBV full preterism, right? But anyways, all that to say, I am totally willing to have a discussion on all these topics. I've been trying to get any IBV full preterism for that matter. I've been trying to get Ed specifically, though, since he is the de facto leader of IBV full preterism. I've tried to get Tom Riggle too. I've tried to get all sorts of IBV full preterists. Like there's like 5 of them that I know of. So, I've tried to get them. I've tried to have a discussion with them. Tried to do it live. Tried to do anything, right? I've tried to do this for like 5+ years now. But it's to no avail. So I'm not holding my breath on this. But Ed, if you're willing to do it, I'm totally willing to go and do it with. I'm totally willing to do this with you. I'm totally willing to have a discussion with you. Surprise me, Ed. Tristan can moderate. That's fine with me because me and Tristan are good friends. I mean, I'm not going to be hostile, and if I am, Tristan can moderate and be like, Lance, point of order, right? That's a good joke, right? Tristan will like that one. But yeah, like we can have any discussion that you want, as long as it's civil and we can do that, right? But that's all I have to say. That's going to be my response here to Ed Stevens. Uh, so hopefully we can get this going. I would love to have a discussion. I think all of full preterism would benefit if IBV full preterism would, you know, have a discussion instead of, not, right? So anyways, that's all I got to say. Thank you for listening. God bless you all.